What's up, guys? It's Synthblood, aka Saint, coming at you with a different type of video today. Usually, obviously, I'm posting music on this channel, but today I wanted to do more of a commentary / informative type of video. So if you've clicked on this shit, I appreciate you. So today what we're gonna be talking about is getting started, or like tips for starting out as a bedroom musician. I'm gonna try to be short and straight to the point. This video may be a little bit on the longer side just because there are so many different topics that I want to cover, but I will try to be straight to the point with you guys. I'm not going to try to ramble on. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into it. All right, so I've been making music for just over half a decade, so this information might not be, this isn't going to be straight up how to get from fucking 0 to 100 in 2 days. I'm just going to tell you guys things based off of my experiences and what I found to work the best. So the first thing that I want to talk about is purchasing FL Studio plugins and things of that nature. So what I will say, speaking from my experience, you do need to buy FL Studio Producer Edition. It's $200. You can get it on the Image Line website. And once you have FL Studio purchased, you're good to go. As far as plugins go, there are ways to get plugins without paying. And I know that that's technically illegal, but I know hella of us bedroom artists are broke. So showing that out there, do not probably pay for your plugins. Otherwise, you're just going to be more broke. But do pay for FL, because if you ever get a new computer or anything of that nature, it's going to be a pain to try to continuously use a fake version of FL Studio. Okay. So the second thing that I want to talk about is once you have FL Studio and you have the plugins and you've got the DAW, you need to watch YouTube tutorials. I know so many people that say, oh, I can't watch YouTube tutorials. They don't help me. I don't know how to sit there and watch somebody talk. I need somebody to show me hands-on. And I can understand that. But I'm telling you right now, there are not many people that are going to sit with you and help you hands-on. You're going to have to do it yourself. And if you really want to make music and you want to get better quickly, you need to do it yourself. So watching tutorials is a big part of it. Now, watch the tutorials, skim through it, and if it's not useful, go to the next one. But you should watch tutorials. They can teach you a lot, and that's the easiest way to get adjusted with the DAW of your choice. Now, as you're getting adjusted to your DAW and you're learning things, learn to mix your vocals and learn to produce. It's so much simpler said than done, but it's not impossible. So again, tutorials, there's presets for vocal mixing. You can learn from those things. Just get started with it and just keep trying until you find a mix that you want to, work with, that you can work with, and then just keep messing with it. But learn to produce your own beats, learn to mix your own vocals. Those things will save you a lot of money in the long term if you just put the time and effort in to learn them, because otherwise you're going to be paying people for beats, mixing, all of those things, and it's like $20 a song. So you pay for mixing and for beats, that's like $40 a song. And then if you can't even record in your own house and you're going to a studio, you're looking at upwards of $100 a song, and that's just not viable. It's not a viable option, especially for being consistent. You're going to get one song out a month, and that's just not good. So put in the time and effort to learn to mix and produce, and you're going to be way ahead of your competition, or not even competition, but of your peers, and you're just going to be able to get a lot farther in a shorter amount of time. Now, with that, keep working on your music until you can consistently bump that shit in your whip, perform it, and you actually like it. Keep doing that until you get to the point where you are not ashamed of your music. You are proud of it. You can listen to that and you could say that is a good song. Because in the beginning it might feel hard. You're going to hate the way your voice sounds. You're going to hate this. You're going to hate that. And it's not going to be good. But if you keep doing it and you get to the point where you do like it, you can perform it, you can bump it in the whip, it's going to take you so far, because then you're just going to be in your flow state and you're just going to be able to continue because you're liking everything that you're making. Maybe not everything, but 90%. And you're just going to keep on going. And if you like it, chances are other people are going to like it. So that's how you'll know when you've found your style. And that's a good step in the right direction. Now, once you get your music made, you want to buy DistroKid. I would definitely recommend DistroKid just because it's a one-time purchase. It's like $20 a year. for the cheapest option, but that's enough to put your music out on streaming services. And that's a big deal. You got to be able to put your music on streaming services. Like, everybody has their music on streaming services. If you got your stuff on SoundCloud, nobody's going to hear it. So DistroKid is a good investment. Plus, you can get paid by putting stuff out on DistroKid. Like, and I get paid, I'm not even that big, you know what I mean? So now the next tip I will say is collaborate, because the more you work with other artists and you release that on Spotify, it's going to be on their Spotify too, and it's going to get you noticed by their fans or whatever community they have. And that might not work right off the bat, but if you keep doing it and then you end up collaborating with somebody who does go on to blow up, that's going to like reflect on your music, because they have a whole audience that's going to be now looking at you because they want to hear the feature that you or they did, you know what I mean? And so collaborate, and promote. Make sure that you're promoting your music as you're making it. Now, I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite saying this because I don't follow this tip, but you should be posting a TikTok a day of your music. I don't care if it's repetitive. I don't care if you're getting bad comments. Post a TikTok a day, 3 TikToks a day, morning, lunch, and evening. Doesn't matter. You're going to get yourself out there way faster by doing that. If you don't, nobody's going to see it. Nobody's going to hear it. But the algorithm will pick it up if you just do it day by day. And I should do that. I know that for a fact. I'd probably be a lot farther off if I did. And it's hard. But just coming from experience, that's a good rule of thumb. Just post something every day, promote your music every day, no matter if you feel like it or not. Just do it, because it's going to get you further in the long run. Now, once you have DistroKid and you're putting your music out there and you're doing all of these things, the last step is cover art. And so that's another thing that's going to just cost you money if you don't know how to do it. And so what I would say to you is that Photoshop is expensive, and there are ways of getting it without paying that price tag, if you catch my drift. So look into that, because it's possible. You can do it. So just get the Photoshop, however you got to get it, and start making your covers. You can literally look up trap Photoshop preset or template. You can look up funk Photoshop template, cover art Photoshop template, and there's so many things you can download. And then from there, you can just learn. You know what I mean? And I will say as well, this is more of an optional thing, because you can pay for cover art. That's always viable. That's fine. And you've already got to learn so many other things. You got to learn to mix. You got to learn to produce. But as you're doing those things, learning to make full cover art, not only is it going to assist you in the long run, but you can start doing cover art for other people and get your name out there and make money. And there's so many things that come along with it, and it's fun. If you have that like creative gene in you, it's really fun. So I would definitely recommend, as you're getting better and you're getting the grip of everything else, get Photoshop. If you got a computer, you're making music on a computer, just get Photoshop and just put some time in to learn how to do it. Because the more skill you have, the more you're doing for yourself, it's just going to continue to evolve your identity, because you're just doing everything to your liking. And that's genuine, and authenticity is the most important thing when it comes to this type of stuff. So all in all, I will say, just follow your gut, but make sure you're putting in the work. Every day you're waking up, you're working on a song, you're working on a beat, you're working on a cover, you're putting in time to learn new information, you're watching these videos online, you're supporting other artists, you're collaborating, you're trying to get to know people, you're staying consistent. And that's all you've got to do. That is the biggest thing. That is the hardest thing to do, is just stay consistent and not give up. And trust me, I know, but just do it. If you do it, you're good. That's all you got to do. Don't let other people discourage you. You got to be your number one biggest fan. That is the number one rule of making music. If you can't support yourself, nobody can. So make sure that you are your number one biggest fan, because you are the only person that's really going to matter when it comes to your music. So just to run back through what we've talked about so far, I would recommend that you buy FL Studio, but there are other ways to get the plugins and applications like Photoshop. Watch those tutorials. Make sure that you're learning new information. You continue to use your DAW of choice, whether it be FL Studio or BandLab or Pro Tools or Ableton. The more you use it, the more accustomed you are going to be to the controls, the more easily you're going to get things done, and the faster your workflow will become. So watch tutorials, learn things, learn new techniques, learn how to mix, learn how to produce, learn all those things. And if you're producing for yourself, that's better than trying to buy beats or use YouTube beats. So definitely just put in the time. Buy DistroKid, $20 a year. You can release your music on everything and you can make money. Make sure you're collaborating with other people, supporting other artists. The community is going to make you more motivated, speaking from personal experience. Promote, promote, promote. Make sure you're posting music every single day, not like a new song, but at least an Instagram reel or a TikTok. Probably TikTok. That is going to be your key, because if you're posting a TikTok every day, that algorithm will pick it up and that could really help you out. Even if you're not seeing results, make sure that you're staying true to yourself. People trying to discourage you, don't let them. You know what I mean? You've got to be your number one supporter. So just stay true to yourself. Know that you are doing what you want to do, and it doesn't matter what other people say. And then just keep working on your music until it's something that you genuinely enjoy, something you can bump, something you can perform, something you can feel proud of, and you will get there. So don't give up. Just keep going until you get to that point. But all in all, thank you guys for tuning in today. This is Saint. I appreciate you guys for checking this out. This is a new style of video for me, but I definitely want to keep on doing this, kind of delving into different topics that I have information to share with you. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel. I've got tons of music posted up. If you guys need beats, cover art, whatever it may be, if you're not there yet, hit me up on Instagram at synthblood. But yeah, thank you guys. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Saint signing out.